Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off the water supply underneath the sink. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the GE refrigerator ice maker fill tube grommet. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new ice maker fill tube grommet. The ice maker fill tube grommet is where the water line and the fill tube come together. The main reason to be changing it out is if it's damaged and leaking water. In order to change the part, we have to go around to the back of the refrigerator. First thing we're going to do is take the water supply line out of the grommet. It's just in there with a pressure clamp. So we're just going to carefully pull down on it. Once you have it out, you can grab a towel and set it down. Make sure you don't let any of the water leak out on the floor. Then we can take the ice maker fill tube grommet out of the back of the refrigerator. It's just pushed in there with a little locking ridge, so you might have to spin it back and forth to break it free a little bit while you're pulling out on it. Once you have it released, you can pull the water fill tube grommet and the water tube out of the refrigerator. And then we're going to separate these two and just leave the plastic tube here. Once you have it out, you can pull it off the refrigerator. Here's the old ice maker fill tube grommet next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. They did use a one-time use clamp on the water line fitting, so you're going to have to supply your own clamp when we put it in. In order to put the ice maker fill tube grommet into the refrigerator, we got everything wet on the inside and the outside to make it slide in easier. First thing we're going to do is push the water tube back in. And then we can line it up with the opening in the back of the wall. And push it all the way down. It's not going to go in all the way because we have to go inside the freezer and make sure that that fill tube goes into the ice maker cup. Once we have that lined up and in the cup, then we can come back here and push this on the rest of the way. Now that we're up front, we can open up the freezer door, and then we're going to reach in and remove the ice bucket. We're going to lift up on it and then pull it out. Once you have it out, you can set it aside. With the ice bucket out of the way, we're just going to reach back and carefully guide the fill tube into the ice maker fill cup. All you have to do is reach back and make sure it goes into the opening. Once you have it in place, we can put the ice bucket back in. To put the ice bucket back in, we're just going to line it up on the rails and push it back into place. Once you have it in, we can close the freezer door. Now we can push the ice maker fill tube grommet all the way in so it seats, so we get a good seal. Once you have it seated, we can hook up the water line. To hook the water line back up to the new grommet, we're going to first put the clamp on. All you have to do is slip it up the grommet. And once you have it in place, then we can push the water line up into it. We got this wet inside there, just like the other fitting, so it makes it easier to slide that in. You just want to push it up enough so it goes up to the top of the fitting here. You don't want to force it up and go too far. Once you have the water line pushed into the grommet, we can use a 1/4-inch nut driver to tighten the clamp down. Once you have it tightened down, you can plug the refrigerator back in, turn the water back on, and make sure it starts to cool. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.